if I told you there's a football match in Europe that transcends the sport itself, where the stakes are always sky high and the atmosphere electric? Which derby could possibly blend fierce competition with unbridled passion to create an explosive spectacle? Brace yourself as we journey to the pulsating heart of Serbia for the Belgrade Derby. Here, Red Star and Partizan go head-to-head in what is not merely a game, but a legendary clash of titans, bursting with flares, chants, and the sheer wild roar of the crowds.
I dalje je opasno, 1:0, kakav gol je postigao Bukari. Pantić, nije loša lopta, šansa i gol je. Partizan vodi 1:0. Partizan vodi 1:0. Da li je Ostojić upravo strelac? Mislim da jeste.
Are you ready to witness one of the most exhilarating, intense, and downright insane football events in the world? Oh, and if you are interested in learning about passionate football affairs like this one, but also tales of football history and how the beautiful game mixes with politics and social issues, then like and subscribe to see plenty more videos like this one. In the world of football, few rivalries can match the electric atmosphere of the Belgrade Derby. Known locally as the Eternal Derby, it pits two of Serbia's biggest clubs against each other, Red Star Belgrade and Partizan Belgrade. Today we're going to explore the incredible sights, sounds, and the fervent energy that surrounds this legendary matchup. Imagine stepping into a stadium where the air vibrates with anticipation. The stands are a sea of colors, split down the middle. Red and white on one side for Red Star, black and white on the other for Partizan. As the match kicks off, flares light up the sky, casting a surreal glow over the crowd. The chants are deafening, a relentless back and forth that fuels the rivalry. This game means so much more than football. This particular rivalry had its first game back in 1947. Red Star won 4-3. And the action-packed encounter was only a teaser of what would continue to be an epic battle for decades on end, up until the modern day. And it's not going away anytime soon. In Serbia's capital, neighborhoods are literally marked out in club colors. Ultras, slogans, and graffiti, murals, and painted pavements give you a clear indication if you are in a black and white Partizan zone or a red and white Red Star area. There are no excuses for getting lost at the wrong end of Belgrade, so don't go wandering. The war ended in 1945, and the United Alliance of Anti-Fascist Youth set up Red Star. Meanwhile, the Yugoslav People's Army was setting up Partizan. Both clubs remain fierce rivals to this day, and in fact, their famous stadiums are just a stone's throw from each other. The distance between both grounds is only a 12-minute walk to be exact. Both historical venues are set in the Autokomanda suburb of the capital city, and it's no understatement to say that for supporters of both clubs, this is their true place of worship. This match is not only a local derby of Belgrade, but a rivalry that both unites and divides the whole nation. Generally speaking, in Serbia, you're either a fan of Red Star or Partizan. It's said that around half of the entire nation's football fans follow Red Star, and around 45% cheer for Partizan, leaving the drabs of just about 5% of supporters for the other clubs. Therefore, it's no surprise that in the last, neither of the teams were national champions. It was way back in 1998. These are the big dogs of Serbian football, like two greyhounds racing chihuahuas. Their dominance is unprecedented. The sides have now met in almost 200 derby games, and Red Star hold the bragging rights, having taken more wins from their local opponents. Red Star also have 34 league titles to Partizan's 27, so you can consider the red side of this city the favourites. Of course, they also famously won the European Cup in 1991. Not something their rivals can take away from them, and probably something they will never achieve themselves. But it doesn't take any spice away from this one. This is one particular point that is similar to some other famous football rivalries. For example, Celtic have won European Cup to Rangers 0, Marseille have won European Cup to Paris Saint-Germain 0, and Borussia Dortmund have won to Schalke 0. Is winning a European Cup ahead of your rivals the ultimate bragging right? Even more important than derbies or domestic trophy records? Well, it all matters, that's for sure. In an interview with 442, former Partizan player Ivica Iliev said, "To score against Red Star, take my car, take my phone, take everything. This is what it means, no matter what Red Star has in the trophy cabinet. And you better believe that the city of Belgrade shuts down on Derby Day." Central to the fire that breathes life into this epic derby are the ultras, the hardcore fans of each of these famous football teams. These aren't just any fans, they're the heart and soul of the clubs. For Red Star, it's the Delegé, known for their fiery support and spectacular choreographed displays. Across the neighbourhood, Partizan's Grobari counter with equal passion. Their stands are a fortress of noise and devotion. These groups don't just support their teams, they live for them. These origins set the stage for a clash that's about more than just football. It's a showdown of ideologies, histories, and communities, each with a fierce desire to claim the city's bragging rights. Through the decades, the Belgrade Derby has seen some of football's most unforgettable moments. From last-minute winners to dramatic comebacks, each match writes a new chapter in this storied rivalry. The stakes are always sky-high, and for the players and fans alike, these aren't just games, they're epic battles where heroes are made. In recent times, the Belgrade Giants have been minnows in the context of the European game, victims of the economic situation of the top 5 leagues. Now the top talents from Serbia tend to move on to bigger and better things from a young age, and these two clubs need to accept that transfer money just to survive, or be able to compete in any level of European competition. Sadly, the days where they thought they could win such trophies are long gone. It's not that these clubs don't produce talent anymore, they just simply cannot hold on to it. On the ground in Belgrade, the black and white side of the city is getting ever more twitchy. Red Star Belgrade is steaming towards the title this season. And guess what? They have already won the last 6 in a row. In fact, Partizan didn't even finish in the top 3 in the league last season, which of course is a great embarrassment for a club so big. The 3 seasons in a row prior to that, Partizan did come second every time, and had to watch their greatest enemy lift trophy after trophy. With this Red Star dominance, rivalries and derby days become even more heated, and it's fair to say Partizan are at breaking point. Their last title in 2017 feels like a lifetime ago. Oh, and in 2020 and 2021, Red Star beat Partizan in cup final derbies too. Ouch! So there you have it. The Belgrade Derby is not just a football match. It's a spectacle, a celebration of passion and pride steeped in history and tradition. It's where legends come to life and football finds its purest, most exhilarating expression. Want to feel the thrill of the eternal derby yourself? Hit that like button if you enjoyed the journey into one of football's fiercest rivalries. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories from the beautiful game. Drop a comment below on which derby you think could rival Belgrade's for the title of the most epic in European football. And we will see you on the next adventure.